I'm sure Auxito's pretty pissed off at me for taking so long to make this video, but I have a good reason. I would much rather send the product back and say thanks for playing than sell you guys on a crappy product. It's hot today. If you guys follow me on social media, you will know that my Canyon is in the shop, and I just got a phone call today. You're gonna need to keep the truck for about 2 weeks, so shop truck is my new daily. Ooh, she's dead. That's not good. Auxito sent this out to me a couple months ago now, and I've been using it with all my other cars here, and I've been pretty pleased with it so far. And we're going to test out the full-blown torture test of trying to get this entirely dead battery to start the shop truck. So while this is charging up the battery right now, what you get in the bag is your jumper adapter. You get your charging cable. You get some kind of inflator and nozzles to click on to the airline here. Another USB cable. Realistically, the only thing that I wish this kit actually came with was a little bit longer hose. You guys will see here in a minute why that is. But they've got a cool little silicone rubber thing on the end to insulate the end here because it gets really hot when you're using it. So let's go inside the truck and see if this thing has charged up enough to crank the truck over. It's like 100 degrees out here, and I'm trying to jump a shop truck. I should have done this like 6 hours ago when it was like 85. Got the air off. Car's turning on a little bit. See if she'll crank. Heck yeah. We're running. You guys can see, it's been a minute since this truck has moved. Battery was fully dead, and it was able to jump it after just a couple minutes. Well, let's get this thing turned around and into the driveway. It's a little bit cooler over there under the trees and the shade sail, and I'll show you guys the other feature of this little jump pack. To prove my point the battery was dead, I literally realized my park lights were left on. Alright, they're off now. So that's my shop truck, and this is my 2004 Chevy Colorado solid axle on 40s that I'm building. Thanks to all of the orders that you guys have been making and all of these videos that I've been making, I'm not able to touch this too often. So I did play with the airbags about probably 2 months ago now, but it's got 40-inch tires, and I thought, what better of a torture test to, one, test the Auxito jump pack on a fully dead, guaranteed dead battery, and see if it can survive pumping up a 40-inch tire from entirely empty. Like I said, building. I transferred all of my recovery gear to the Trailblazer. It's my wife's daily. I'm gonna have some really fun videos coming up on this. I've got some stuff from some vendors that I'm gonna put on here in a couple videos. So if you guys like Trailblazer stuff, stick around. Pull the core out of this and get this tire completely flat. For those of you wondering, this is a Milton valve core remover. This is what I use to air down really fast, and it's awesome. Essentially, all you got to do to convert this from jump pack to compressor is take the jump leads off. You really don't even need to take the jump leads off, but it helps. You thread this little guy into the end here where it says overheat. I'll put the valve core back in the valve stem of the Colby valve there, and we're going to air this 40-inch tire up to 35 psi. What's cool about this unit is you can set the psi that it'll turn off at. So we're going to time this and see how fast, or if this, it's making noises, Auxito compressor will do a 40-inch tire from 0 psi to 35. Excuse me, sir. I would like a little bit longer hose to, set this on the ground and reach the top of a rim. The other videos that I saw on this on YouTube recently is these guys are like trying to, dangle this thing from the valve stem, and that's not okay. I really think Auxito can afford to put, a foot or so longer hose on the compressor, and it's going to fit up inside the bag just fine. So let's time this guy here, and we will see, one, is it capable of airing up a 40 to 35 pounds? And if so, how long does it take? Here's something crazy. I just jumped the truck from dead. I literally parked it with the park lights on, and I'm still at 100% with this thing. So this is about the fairest test you're gonna get. 35 psi. Start the timer now. Well, it's been about 7.5 minutes. I'm gonna see how hot this thing is. Ready? 115, 118, almost 120 degrees right there at the outlet. While we're waiting, comment below. Let me know how long you think this is gonna take. We're at about 11 minutes right now, and we're only at 11 psi. So 30 minutes. Do you think that 35 minutes? Do you think that little Auxito compressor is going to actually hack it and make it to 35 psi before it runs out of battery after jumping the shop truck? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. No joke, I started at 450. This thing just went from 32 down to 31 for about 30 seconds, and then back up to 32. And I think the tone's starting to change now. I don't know if it's gonna make it, guys. It just turned off. I literally turned the camera off, and it just turned off. And a little light down in there flashing, saying it's dead. But it went from 0 to 33 pounds on a 40-inch tire. At 140 degrees, I'm not going to touch that right now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Was this a valid or sufficient test for you guys? Jump starting the truck, the shop truck, completely dead. I literally found out later that I had turned the park lights on, I guess when I parked it, and the battery was completely dead. I did not charge it, jumped the battery, walked over here to the 40 on the Colorado, the Badlander, took the valve core out, 0 psi, and I pumped it up for the last 50 minutes. That thing still ran for 50 minutes while pumping up a tire. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's one heck of a test. If you guys remember the Maxi Track video, I've got that compressor in the Trailblazer right now. That thing's been awesome. I've filled up my tires countless times. I filled up multiple times. The person we're recovering filled their tires back up. I have filled probably close to 100 tires, or 100 times filled up tires with that compressor, and it's been flawless. I think I'm going to keep this Auxito jump back compressor in the shop truck. It'd be great for pumping up the wheels if I need to. I think I might put some airbags in the back just in case I'm hauling a motor or a trailer, be able to pump that back up and help the sagging going on. So that'll be really helpful to be able to hit those with just a wireless compressor real quick. And I've got a parasitic draw here in the shop truck, so obviously I probably will have to jump it at some point. Maybe my parasitic draw was the park lights. and I'm an idiot. I'm not sure. We'll test that in another video. If I end up having a parasitic draw, I'll show you guys how to test and fix that. Let me know in the comments, is that a valid test for you guys for testing this little Auxito 140 degree compressor? I'm not touching it right now. 40-inch tire, 0 to 33 psi. Didn't quite make it. 50 minutes, ran solid. Jumped the shop truck all in one go. I think it's worthwhile. I'll put a link to it below. If you guys have any other ideas for videos, feel free to comment below, and I'd love to make a video just for you. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Awesome.